Hello folks, this is Doge and we're gonna have some more Iron Harvest content for today. This time I'm going to be doing a replay review of this match I had with Miles here. This is the latest one, of course. So here, as always, I choose Wilhelm. Now there's not really much to say here. You know, Zubov, their side, I took avoid the river, so I took the organic as is to be had on this map. A bit of indecision here from me, but ended up with the medic mortar as always. So this is just waiting mostly, so we're going to skip ahead a bit. So they took a mortar, a Nako, and a Zubov. So I'm just going to skip ahead a bit more. Cool. Yeah, okay, that should be fine. So this is a bit off from my usual content, since I usually do live-ish stuff. This time I'm going to be doing a post-game.
Establishing field command. Stand by.
Just so I can better assess what's going on here.
Command established.
So here,
what does
I
the
go
Empire
for
require?
the usual
Stormtroopers
start.
ready. Consider it done.
Attention.
I then noticed
Awaiting
that my
orders.
storms didn't go
Take it.
when I asked them
Understood.
to.
New intel.
Then I
Engineers
go
on the
with
way.
We're
the
ready.
engineer. Start queuing up all my actions.
Engineers ready for work.
What does the Empire require?
Preparing mission assignments. Iron for the fatherland.
The Kaiser's finest.
This mine is secure.
Grenades will get the job done.
It is
And
our
so
honor
I
to
get
build
those grenades.
whatever the Empire needs.
It will be
Well,
an
yeah,
honor.
you can probably tell that I've
When the
hacked a bit
grenades
more than they
arrive,
have.
victory will soon follow.
That probably just falls down to
Enemy located.
familiarity.
And they're not alone.
Standing by
So
for
it is
orders.
here that I noticed that I
Underway.
sent my engineers out, and
will
so my
do-
barracks is a bit late.
Get the hell out
And
of
I
here.
also retreat these storms because I just noticed them getting blasted by 2 squads of
Awaiting
vanguards.
orders. Consider it done.
And of course,
Tell us what
this
to
means
do.
that he pretty much has no
Engaging.
forces anywhere else.
We will take them down. We are being
Dodge that
fired upon.
grenade.
We're on it.
Always remember to look at the icon on top of your troopers,
Found an enemy.
Right.
Taking enemy.
because that shows you when the grenade is coming out before
What's the target?
anything else even does.
We made it back,
You know.
Commander.
So I just retreat these guys because I don't want to have to deal with this.
What does the Kaiser require?
Yeah, he just noticed he lost his grenadiers,
Acknowledge.
so
We're
I
here
queue
to
up my
serve.
engineers to pick those grenades up.
Form up.
We're ready.
I
mercy.
move my storms out
Multiple
there
enemies
to
identified.
put a stop to
Stormtroopers
their
waiting to
vanguards.
fight.
Stormtrooper squad ready.
The enemy is capturing our mine.
Kaiser.
And I move another storm squad out there to
Good idea.
get these storms in cover.
Standing by for orders.
Orders. New assembly area.
So at this point I prepare to
Under attack.
move my Res 1 out, though it's not coming out anytime soon. He does retreat these vanguards, but I know I did not check and just pulled out those lower health storms instead of trying to chase them down.
Building upgrade complete.
So I probably wouldn't have been able to do much more damage to them anyways.
What does the Empire require?
I did delay
Tell
my...
us what to do.
I think I did delay my R1 a bit by
Waiting for a mission.
making an extra storm,
If it will help the Empire.
but it seemed to have been worth it.
Stormtroopers ready. Mark your targets. We're ready.
These lower health
Preparing
storms
mission
just
orders.
trying to get the most use out of it
We'll be
than
able
I
to
can before
support more
retreating them,
troops soon.
and getting an
Attention.
advanced barracks up.
Hostile forces.
What does the
near our
Empire
location.
orders
Tapping
receive?
that mine.
Tell us what to do.
More oil to fuel the
Engage,
Empire.
we're taking fire!
So I pull those guys into cover, and he does chase me down,
Stormtrooper squad
which
ready.
allows me to grenade him. So I once again pull a retreat before I can wipe any of the... Actually no, I think I might actually have wiped this one. Nah, I don't. Okay. So now I pull a retreat because there's enemies coming up, and I notice the flamers here. So I try to melee them.
We have new options from the Imperial arsenal.
Now I only have one squad here, so normally you just want to pull out, but I can just...
Trooper squad ready.
I trust he's not looking, so I yeet a grenade. And I almost score a wipe on the... Actually no I don't, that's in the future. As you can see I'm bad at this.
New muster area.
But the
What does
res
the
one is
Empire require?
now coming out.
Finding some cover.
Stormtroopers waiting to...
Stormtrooper squad ready. No mercy! Stormtroopers ready. Get the hell out of here!
Enemy located. And then...
Blasting
What's the
away at
target?
those NGs right there.
Finding
Good,
cover.
changing cover position. Now of course I'll eventually have to retreat these storms because
What does
it's
the
still
Empire
two
require?
vanguard squads I have to fight here, and he's flanking me.
The enemy is capturing our mine.
So I try to pull back a bit
The unit has become
to buy
ready.
myself some more time.
Waiting for a mission. Tell us what to do.
We're under
But of course that's not going
Moving as
to
ordered.
We're here to fight.
go smoothly, so I pull out of there.
Lost control of an iron mine.
We're joining the fight. Enemy located.
Who needs treatment?
Keep
Making
those
our
heads
way.
down.
We will rain
For
hell
These
attention.
medics are of course to just make the res
Reporting to a new
cheaper.
location.
Yeah! Get the hell out of here!
waiting for a mission.
Preparing
Engaging!
mission assignments.
I plan
Lifeblood
on
of the Empire.
putting them on the mortar
Imperial
anyways,
mortar
so yeah.
tracking at full capacity.
Now I start upgrading my
How
resource
can we
nodes
serve?
at approximately the 6-minute mark,
They're taking enemy fire.
and I've got
Get
2
to
mortars
cover
up.
now. What's next? We need to regain!
So the flamers walked in, and I do try to melee them,
Speak up!
though this isn't going to end well. I drop a nade into the middle of this vanguard semi-block.
Yeah!
One of our veteran units is now elite.
I don't actually end up scoring a kill on those flamers, but I take advantage of the mass retreat and wipe a couple of the
Upgrade
squads.
complete. Building upgrade complete.
I then proceed
Enemies
to
identified.
attempt to cap his oil pump.
Awaiting an assignment.
I set the mortars on their iron mine, but
Fire mission
this is when I notice, I don't notice it
orders.
yet, but that mortar is turning around and going over the bridge and overextending way too much, so it's going to end up dead later.
Yeah! Let's get
I noticed that these storms are rushing,
Stormtrooper squad
apparently,
ready.
so I throw them into cover, but he's got a mortar there, so they're not going to last long. Yeah, so I retreat them, and I'm not sure if he scores a wipe, I don't think so.
Keep those heads down!
Yeah, no
What
wipe.
does the Kaiser require?
So I retreat all of my troops off
What
that.
does the Empire require?
I try to go for his oil pump again, but it's not working.
What's next?
I do, however, manage to...
Taking enemy
I believe I
fire.
managed to
The
wipe
unit has
those
become veteran.
NGs. Yeah,
This area has been cleared.
so I secure my oil pump.
Target!
This is when I noticed that my
Ditch the mortar.
mortar is over there. Honestly, I could have probably saved that medic squad if I didn't try to grab that mortar, which was a mistake on my end, but
Heavy weapons.
it's a mortar and I can't afford to let him have multiples of the things.
Awaiting orders. For the Kaiser!
So at this point,
Preparing mission assignments.
I try to retreat them, but it's already way too late, and he's opening fire on the mortar.
Grenadier is ready. We are ready to fight. Move engaging.
And that thing gets
We're
wiped.
ready.
Stormtroopers.
Awaiting orders. Taking
Yeah.
enemy fire. Consider it done.
So my own mortar is good. Well, my other mortar is getting in now in position and is wiped and manages to wipe another squad of vanguards. Actually, no, it doesn't.
Let them have it.
What does the Empire require? Orders
So I
received.
try to
Consider
harass
it
this
done.
mine again while getting my res 2
Awaiting
up.
an assignment.
The unit has become veteran.
Preparing mission assignments. The enemy approaches.
And so I figure out that he grows out now, which, you know, paired with flamers does make it a bit, and the mortar of course. So I noticed this, and grenade flamers attempt to score a wipe, but
Stormtroopers ready.
Kaiser's finest.
retreat
Taking a
before I can
protected
do that.
vantage point. Heading to new coordinates.
Stormtroopers
Reserve
squad ready.
forces have arrived.
And now my R2 comes out.
Elkernich waiting for orders.
Now I do put this arrow really far back originally,
Understood.
What is it? Enemy
which is an opportune position for it. It's not gonna do too much damage back there,
How
if
can
any.
we?
The enemy is capturing
So-
our pump.
I make sure my mortar doesn't overextend this time,
Yeah.
and notice that he's blasting away at these guys on my iron mine. So I do try and stand and fight, especially with vet ability, but he does out damage me
Control of a pump.
We're under attack.
and gets his own vet ability up, so I run,
Pump secure
especially,
and operational.
and escape with 2 models
We're ready.
left.
Orders received.
At this point, I do have a decent control on his side of the map,
Heavy artillery standing by.
and I also decide to push my Earl
Switch
forward.
to firing configuration.
What's that? We need
What
to
is it?
regroup.
Now those girls are going to eventually end up wiping a
Standing by
Wilhelm.
for orders.
We're under attack. Saxony.
Yeah.
Multiple enemies identified.
Finding cover.
The enemy is capturing our mine.
Waiting to fight.
What does the Kaiser require?
Keep those heads down.
Engaging.
The unit has become
Stormtrooper squad
veteran.
ready. Engaging the enemy. Stormtroopers ready. Get the hell out of here. Stormtroopers waiting to fight. We need to regroup. Get the hell out
I
of
get
here.
completely confused as to why these
We lost
guys
control of
aren't
an iron
retreating
mine.
Stormtroopers
before I
waiting.
noticed
Stormtroopers reinforcing.
that they never got to the base.
Needs a grenade.
Ready as
I then
always.
proceed to
Form up.
We are
go
here to serve.
sprinting away on
Multiple
his
enemies
squad that's trying to
identified.
catch the contested iron mine.
They are attacking.
Building upgrade
Lastly,
complete.
I
Enemy made it back.
The enemy is
go bonk
capturing
his
our
iron
pump.
mine again. Of course. Then I notice Zub here, so I get the hell out
We need to
Ready
regroup.
as always.
and pull Wilhelm out there.
Waffenbrüder joining the fight. Awaiting orders. Looks
Tell us
useful.
what to do. Understood.
Elkernich waiting
Lost
for orders.
control of a pump.
Give us a target.
Need armor? Engineers ready for work.
What does the Empire require? Get
I
the field
set-
gun ready.
My vet storm is on that AT gun there. Wilhelm. Zubov jumps on Wilhelm, which I'm not sure was the best idea, but
Construction
yeah,
complete.
fair enough.
We're here to kill some armor.
I put the Earl on Groza sniping duty. I do eventually turn around and try to burst the Zubov, but that ends up being too late, and he gets knocked out before he can start going burst.
Action.
The Kaiser's finest. Moving to a covered put. Consider it done. Need armor? Improving our workshop's capabilities. What does the Kaiser require? Shoot.
I try to alleviate pressure on my end by
Let them have
focusing
Awaiting
down
order. Get the hell out of here.
by attempting a push for his iron mine. I do notice Zub is trying
Ready when
to
needed.
cross the bridge, but of course he can't fit around the Wilhelm. Well, he does eventually, but it delays him long enough to get my NGs out of there.
Shoot them. We're ready. Stormtroopers
I reinforce these guys and send them against the flamers. And of course the Vet FC is there, so that knocks out Zub. And I turn the mortar around to
Building upgrade
fire
complete.
upon the flamers, which are attempting to cap my mine. I notice this Nako here and attempt to go burst on it.
The unit has become veteran. The enemy is
I
capturing
pop
our
vet
mine.
abilities on all 3 of my squads and get heavily damaged by flamers. I mean, by mortar and Groza. So I do not successfully wipe that
We are being fired
knuckle, but do enough damage that
One of
I
our
wipe it up
squads
later.
has fallen.
Absolutely.
I do however lose one of my vet grenadier squads. I think it was the elite one as well.
We will
So
stop
that's
them.
a tremendous loss for me.
Awaiting an assignment.
I once again turn the mortar around to
No
bombard
mercy.
him further. Despite
We are
having
here to
a
serve.
Groza and a Grenadier here, he never considers going for the Erkonig, which has been steadfastly battering away at his forces for the entirety of the game pretty much.
What's the target?
He instead decides to resurrect Zubov in direct view of a field cannon. So I just target down Zubov,
That pistol's here.
who and he gets sniped by the mortar. Again, you think that the Ergonig would be the more juicy target and not the FC.
We are always ready.
So at this point, I build a Kaiser and attempt to resurrect Wilhelm.
Open fire. Understood.
I then notice that the bastard has rebuilt his iron mine.
Enemy is ready for work.
I know, right? So I resurrect Wilhelm under Naku fire. I attempt to force fire on where I think the Naku is, but it does not end up doing damage.
Friends must be willing to do whatever is necessary for the peace.
We are always
Instead, I
ready.
get scouting
Squad ready.
Orders?
and Wilhelm. Okay, the Naku does get wiped. And I notice the Earl has decided to pack up and start moving, so I resituate it, as well as retreat my Wilhelm.
I must fall back.
What's the target? We need
I
to
notice the
regroup.
Groza there,
Kaiser reporting.
so I pull up a Kaiser in position.
I will deliver death to them. Confirmed.
I also set my Ergonig on his oil pump.
Stormtroopers waiting to
Needs us.
fight.
Fire! Waffenbrüder, join
Considering
the
how much he
fight.
hates that artillery, I'm surprised he hasn't tried to do something about it.
Let them have it.
And at this point I consolidate my combat squads into a triple assault blob. Well, that's speed suppression after all.
Workshop here.
I bind my Kaiser
Vehicle assembly
and
area moved.
build a second one.
Acquiring Kaiser heavy mech.
Grenades can help, no matter the problem.
It is at this point that Zub Zub disappears from the map, and I do not notice this, however.
Moving as ordered.
You'd think it would be that I would notice
The
that
enemy approaches.
a giant mech just disappeared.
Run
But,
for
yeah.
it.
So now I find the two Grozas,
Enemy
and
fire.
I have my
Multiple adversaries.
squad's GTFO because that's
Kaiser mech
two
reporting.
Grozas.
Waiting for orders. Located.
Then I notice that Zub Zub has returned.
Kaiser reporting.
I sent the... So yeah, I think he does finally attempt to go for the Erkonig.
How can we serve?
Report to advance.
However, he gets dissuaded, I suppose, by the Kaiser.
Multiple enemies identified.
Tell us what to do. Waiting for a mission.
The enemy is capturing our mine.
Grenades can help, no matter the problem.
Workshop
I push
here.
my infantries back up
Photon battle
and
on
build a
orders.
Rotan to fill up PopCap. As I probably could have made a second Kaiser, made a third Kaiser, but I didn't bother taking my, my field cannon out off for that.
Waiting for a
So I then focus down these grenadiers here.
Stay down.
I go brute on them.
Into the fray. Speak up. We are being
So Zubov's back, and I think this is the point where I notice it.
Go ahead.
Like, he showed up for a brief second on the minimap earlier. I tried to secure the wipe against better judgment, and fortunately for me, this does not end up getting any of my squads killed. So now Zubov gets to fight 2 Kaisers and an Urkonig. He is supported by that elite Groza, but that's almost dead. And due to the Kaiser machine guns, which honestly I've never noticed before, but have now, died. And so now Zubov gets sniped. I turn the Earl back. Face. I fix up my Kaisers.
Standing by for orders. Bring hellfire.
I noticed this almost dead squad. He calls a GG.
We're here to fight.
And I wipe that squad, and the game ends. So let's take a look at the stats. Infantry on pretty much everything. 5,000 more damage dealt. No, it's 4,500 here. I managed to reinforce a whole lot more squads. And because of my constant resource harassment, took way more of his resources. And that's it for now, goodbye.